Hey guys, my name is Molly and I have hooded brown eyes. I'm back and hopefully better than ever. Why am I better than ever? Because I just tested negative for coronavirus. I'm on a 10-day quarantine because I had a fever at work. But that doesn't mean that it's necessarily bad. I've had some time to do some research and make some purchases. Bam! Today we're going to dive into BEAUTE or BEAUTE. I looked it up on Instagram and I still couldn't figure out how to pronounce it. I've purchased lots of makeup in these few days that I've been in quarantine. Look at this super fun palette. I said in my last video that I wanted to focus more, that I wasn't sure what I was going to do with my channel, but I've decided I need this creative outlet. I do. And I've had a lot of time to think. So I'm going to focus more on indie brands, Latina-owned brands, Black-owned brands, and get a little bit away from just doing larger brands that could be problematic. I did purchase 3 ColourPop palettes like a month and a half ago, but I'll do those videos later, whatever. I'm super excited to dive into this palette. Beep, beep. Let's dive in. My hair is not gonna play nice today, I can already tell. You know I'm a sucker for orange. I really am. I would like to start with this shade right here called Horizon. Some people have been asking me, what is it like? I'm gonna go right onto the hood with this. Some people have been asking me, what is it like being a nurse during coronavirus? Well, if you've seen any of my other videos, I live in the Midwest, so coronavirus hasn't been as big of a problem here as it has been in other places. That doesn't mean that it's not still serious. It definitely is. Don't know what's gonna happen with school openings, but I'm scared. But that's very pigmented, and I'm here for it. Is we're now starting to see more coronavirus. And I normally work in a surgery clinic. I set people up for surgeries. We've still had to stay open this whole time. This whole time, I haven't had much time off. But now people are coming in more, and last week I got exposed to a patient who tested positive for coronavirus, and then I did get a fever a couple days later, but I think that was honestly from eating some bad chicken. Regardless, they sent me home on a 10-day quarantine. In that time, I've got to do lots of research. I found lots of really cool makeup brands. I do want to keep doing makeup tutorials because it makes me happy and it's a nice escape. And I thought, now's the perfect time that I can do my research. I found lots of awesome brands. I ordered lots of makeup because I really haven't been super financially struck during this whole quarantine. So I thought that all the cars are gonna drive by. So I thought, why not do my research, buy a bunch of makeup, and start celebrating life because life is short. I'm gonna go into this shade called Daybreak. It's yellow. And I'm not gonna go super on the inner corner, but I'm just gonna go on the inner third here. Life is super short and we never know what's gonna happen. And for a while I thought, I'm just not gonna do makeup on this channel, but then I thought, I need a creative outlet. I'm going to use my voice for all 10 of my viewers to highlight the beauty in this world, as well as Black-owned makeup brands, not just this one time, but lots of times. Black-owned, Latina-owned, and indie brands that just deserve a spotlight. That's really pretty. I don't know if it's showing up very well on camera, but to me it's pretty. I'm gonna go in with the blend end of this dual-ended Ecotools brush. I wanna go into Fade right here. These colors are super pigmented. And yes, it is my fault that I haven't gone out of my way in the past to seek out minority-owned makeup brands. I think sometimes we just stick with whatever is shoved in our face, whoever can afford the most marketing. And I will say that I'm also guilty of, if you're a white person, you kind of just seek out other brands that, you know, of people that look like you. But that has to change, and I would like to be a part of that change. Yo, I should have ordered more makeup from this palette, or I should have ordered more makeup from this brand, because these colors And this pigmentation is absolutely stunning. Stunning. And it's blending out like a dream. Holy cow. I bought some makeup from, it's called Bellegante, I believe. It's Latina owned. I bought some makeup from Julia's Place. I also bought some makeup from Give Me Glow. I don't think that's Black owned. I tried to find it, but I think they're very inclusive, and I don't think they're problematic, but if I'm wrong, correct me and I will, you know, I'm trying to learn and I'm trying to adjust. Holy cow. I'm shook. Tell you what, I need to order more from this makeup brand. Stat. I'm gonna go into this little burnt sienna shade called Grand Canyon. Oh my god. My head, I've been living with my head under a rock. Cause this is pigment in the house. Everybody and their son wants to drive by my house right now. Probably to make fun of me. Anywho, it hasn't been that crazy because I live in the Midwest. But now that our cases are going up and we're still opening up, which makes so much sense, more and more people are like coming into the clinic. People are always adjusting their masks, taking their masks off, saying, I can't breathe with this mask on. Even though I get to wear mine for 8 hours with a face shield over it. But people are saying like, I can't breathe with this on, da, da, da. They're pulling it down, da, 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 coughing in my face. And then it turns out that they test positive for coronavirus. And then I get to go through even more rigorous testing, which is important, it really is. I'm gonna go in with this blue shade called Sky, and oh my lord, it's pigmented. I may have found the holy grail. I'm just gonna go into the corner here and try to edge that up. I think, especially in the Midwest, when we haven't yet seen our ICUs completely get overrun, people don't take it as seriously, which is sad. And it can get frustrating as a nurse to have people not take it seriously. They want to argue with you about epidemiology, and I'm like, okay, I'm a nurse. Like, if you came into the ER, and just for your sake, if I was floating there, I'm smart enough to save your life, but I'm not smart enough to tell you about, you know, how a virus spreads or what coronavirus is like in the clinical aspect. But okay. I think I'm in love. Baby, come back. But also, thank you to the person that coughed in my face that tested positive for coronavirus. I got a fever because I think I had food poisoning, but now I've got to hang out with my kids at home and I've got to work on my musical that I'm writing. Should theaters ever open? I mean, I want them to open when it's safe, but who knows when that will be. It's not set to open until 2022 anyway. So I can wait. I'm patient. I think what I want to do is take this blue a little bit. I'm going to smudge it a little bit in. I know I always do. Why am I obsessed with orange, yellow, and blue? I don't know why. I want to... I'm kind of fangirling now. I want to take this Gleam color. It's sort of reddish maroonish. And I have the hiccups now, but I want to see what it's like. Hello. Oh. That's pretty. That is pretty. I almost think that getting exposed to coronavirus was sort of a blessing in disguise. Like, and that's the truth. I'm gonna go back in with my finger to this Daybreak color, which is possibly the most pigmented color. I feel like now I'm just doing my Back to the Future look again. Maybe not though. I'm gonna go back into this Gleam shade because I wanna do something else. I wanna see if I can blend these two, like what that will produce. I feel like I need to now, I feel like I need to buy more from Ace Beauty, because if these colors are pretty, and I've used a lot of the colors that are in this palette, but I wanted to work with something that I've worked with before, which is like blues, oranges, yellows. I'm excited to see what else I can create with different color stories. I'm now going to go into this sparkly little blue shade called Dew. Y'all, I'm having so much fun. I really do. Oh my lord. That's really fun. I honestly believe that everything happens for a reason. I didn't know how much my kids were just hanging out on the internet most of the day. Just like, I go to work, I come home, I go to work, I come home. But now I've had this time home with them, and I'm really grateful. I also got to discover a bunch of new beauty brands that I didn't know existed before. You know, probably from my own ignorance, but I'm excited that now I discovered them for myself, and now I can support more minority-owned businesses. And I just found the most pigmented shadows, quite possibly, that I've ever seen. I believe in a thing called love, and it's called Ace Beauty. It's called Vintage Dawn. This color story is just awesome. I really like it a lot. And I live for a blue or an orange or a yellow eyeshadow, but I'm excited. I think I would like to do, maybe for my next video, just focus like on these four, just do like a neutral brown, but not today. Well, it's getting humid in here, and you know what that means. It's time for me to do my eyeliner and my mascara, and I'll be right back, and we'll go over the final look. All right, y'all, that's the finished look. I used my E.L.F eyeliner and my Maybelline the Falsies mascara because it was cheap, and I think they work pretty well. But if you have any suggestions, I'm totally open to them. I really like this look. This might be one of my favorite looks I've ever created on this channel. I'm super interested in buying more makeup from them. If you hear more shuffling, it's my dog Wyatt down at my feet. He's streaming. I can't say enough good things about this. I'm honestly really glad that I got to be quarantined for 10 days, because I wouldn't have discovered all these cool makeup brands. I wouldn't have been able to spend all this time with my kids, and I wouldn't have been able to do all this research. So sometimes when bad things happen, not saying that this is always the case, but sometimes when bad things happen, instead of feeling sorry for yourself, like at first I was like, and I don't even know if unemployment's gonna come through because Midwest, but I don't even really care about the money right now. It's been so nice to hang out with my kids and just be creative, work on my musical. If you like this look, and I do, Shazam! Then check out my other videos. Stick around for my stringy hair. It happens in all my videos. I don't know what, I have air conditioning in this room, but it gets so humid. The Midwest is humid. I think we're in a tornado warning also. But you can follow me on TikTok, Instagram, and my other 2 YouTube channels. I will link them down below. I hope you have a great day. Stay safe, stay healthy. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.